something that was just happening that I was going to vent about.
Ooh, I love
and
a
it was
vent.
recent, like happened in the last 10 minutes of my life.
Ooh, okay.
In between, and now I don't. I do remember. I need advice, which I suppose this is like I could Google this, but why? When I just have you here,
why?
and this is what we're doing.
Why would you do that?
You know when you think I would know this kind of stuff, because I know about like car maintenance and all that.
Yes.
But what I don't know about is the integration of technology and car maintenance.
Yeah.
So I am somebody who puts the high grade synthetic oil, like the nice stuff. I'm like, yeah, give me the best stuff you got for my baby out there. You know?
What's her name?
Macy Gray.
Macy
MG,
Gray.
for
Macy
short.
Gray.
MG is her stud name.
And why is that?
Because she kind of squeaks a little bit, like has a high pitched kind of squeal when she drives really fast on the highways. And so it kind of is like a little bit whiny and kind of like, but not whiny in like a good way. And, you know, there's like, so it makes an interesting noise and is gray. So.
Is your truck gray?
Yeah, it's like they call it cement.
Okay.
It's like the gray with like greenish undertones and cement colored. It's really
great.
It's like
Macy
Tacoma
Gray.
cement.
She is.
Yes.
What's going on with her?
So I get the high grade, synthetic oil, blah, blah, blah. I just got the warning light, the maintenance required, like oil change light come on.
Yeah.
Now that light, does the oil change light come on when you have hit the number of miles since the last one? Or is it the machine recognizing that the oil, because I checked the oil's still looking pristine. I put it, they recommend every 5 with a non-synthetic oil, but this is a synthetic, which can go up to 10. And so is this like, I need to get this done this week, or...
I learned this recently.
Oh my God. We see, I manifest. This is like, we are creating our own reality because I came to the one person who knows the answer to this.
I was very upset when I found out the information that I'm about to share. So when that light goes on, like your oil change light, to me, that means trouble's brewing.
Right.
Right? Like you better get your oil changed.
Let's go. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay.
What it means is the last time you went to get your oil changed, they manually...
Oh my God.
Set it to illuminate at a particular mileage.
Because I'm doing the math,
irrelevant.
and it actually is about 3,000.
Yes, it is regardless of how your oil is, how much you got, how it is. Is it dirty? Is it gross?
I checked the oil. Clean. Levels are still full.
Yep.
I don't need to go get... I need to learn how to...
Scam.
Dude, you heard it here, folks.
Where's my whistle?
Whistle. I need to make mine way more accessible.
Yeah, you do, but it's way funnier
The reach
this
that
way.
I have to do. Wait,
Sarah,
pause.
this is not like some sort of like technological advance where your motor is like malfunctioning and telling you, hey, help me.
This is what I thought we were working with here.
Because if you look in your owner's manual, it will tell you how frequently you need to change it. And those fucking Meineke whatever guys, they're just doing it at willy-nilly.
And they didn't even screw in my gas cap, like or oil cap or whatever the fuck it's called, filter thing on all the way.
I can't believe you even go to these places,
Well,
Sarah.
I did. One time I did because I was in a pinch. But then my appointment now is with the dealership. But I made the appointment and I canceled it this afternoon because I got a
I'm surprised
session.
you don't change it yourself.
Well, I was going to do that, but the only thing is, and my ex used to change his, and I know exactly how. It's not very hard. But the thing is, I don't have a garage space, and so it's the disposing of the oil and the garage space to then...
That's ridiculous that we are paying all that money because you just don't know where the hell to throw it.
But you know what? Now that I said that out loud, my girlfriend and I looked this up. There are sites where you can go and it's super cheap and they have all the tools that I'm going to fucking change my own.
Yeah, fuck
That's
that.
way better because all Also, I went to go change my appointment because I couldn't make it to the appointment this afternoon. So they said, oh, you're up for your 70,000 mile thing. I clicked to see what's involved in what is in the 70,000 mile.
Yeah.
To what maintenance, like factory maintenance, whatever. You gotta be fucking kidding. I want to read it to you. I'm going to pull it up and read it to you because I was actually insulted. So
Also, this is episode 949, everyone.
oh yeah. Hi, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Red Candy Podcast. We have hit the ground running, and Sarah's got an oil change problem.
I do.
Catch
I mean,
up.
you asked me what was up. Okay, so it says factory required 70,000 maintenance package. Replace engine oil and oil filter. That's your regular oil change.
Uh-huh.
Rotate tires. I get that free with my new tires that I bought because I lifetime warranty
don't
on
need
those
that.
bad boys and free rotation anytime I want them. Got
Yeah.
that in the package that I paid for, you know. Clean cabin air filters. You know how fucking easy that is to do? That is you're actually insulting. It's so
rude.
easy.
It's
rude.
rude. Yeah.
And it literally takes 30 seconds.
Wow.
Requires you have to pop open something inside your glove box and then you just pull it right out. It is one of the most accessible things in your car other than your frickin' glove box, you know? This is my favorite. Check installation of driver's floor mat.
Stop.
Oh.
This is mandatory, Sarah.
Ma'am, your driver's floor mat is improperly installed. Get the fuck out of here. It screws into the... I can't.
So he's like, what?
Actually, this is exactly what you just said. Reset oil replacement reminder light if
See?
equipped.
That's what that is.
They're going to charge me for that.
Yeah.
They're going to fuck all
They're
the way
going to
off.
charge you so that then they can have you come back again to be charged.
Not change, but inspect and adjust all fluid levels. That's checking if my wiper fluid is
Yeah,
full.
everything
and if my
good?
radiator...
It's like how every time I would
what?
see my dad, he'd go, your car running okay? And I'd
Done.
be like, yeah. That's what they're doing.
And inspect wiper blades.
Oh my God. That's a joke. You have to make a TikTok about this.
Is this what we're doing? We're
That's
this
insane.
we're this incapable of
Okay.
the driver's mat. I want to know how many people have had
What if they
severe
were
accidents.
what if they weren't installed right, Sarah? What could have happened?
What could happen? I
The
mean, I'm
mat could
thinking
have
like maybe
gone
sliding,
askew.
getting in the way of your brake pedal like that. But like, that was just a little intro,
That was
little,
great.
you
Thank
know,
you.
none of the things that I was going to talk about. This is just like a little one-off thing I wanted to throw in here. Do you know what Grimace from McDonald's is?
Ugh. I haven't clicked it. I know that it's been announced and it's very disappointing.
Yeah, I
But I
want you
don't-
to guess.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I would like, and I really thought as a McDonald's connoisseur that you would.
I am a McDonald's connoisseur.
Yeah,
Thank you for noticing.
Of course, and you're an elevated McDonald's like customer. You know, it's you bring a certain level of class, I think, to the McDonald's
Thank you.
dining experience, which it needs sometimes. And
Yeah, I saw this sort of a summary of it and saying they said what Grimace is, and you know, it sucks.
here are things
And
that you need to
so-
know. This thing
Okay.
that he is isn't even the color that he is. I mean, in very strange certain situations, I suppose, but definitely not the color he is.
Wow, that really throws a wrench into it.
It is.
Is there anything else I need to know before I guess?
You can find this thing on the human body.
Oh, it's a heart.
Nope.
What?
It's a taste bud. I can't wait for the audio of like that crash, that like boom noise of like then cut to your face. I can already see it. That was great. I was like, I see this.
That is hilarious because I am so mad Like, I could have gotten 100 guesses and I wouldn't have landed on taste bud.
That's why I thought I can say it's on the human body, and you still are. You still won't get it.
That's ridiculous. And why would you call it a grimace then, weirdos?
And that's like on your face. It's a smile. Like I get.
And it's not even happy. A grimace is like, awkward, weird. What the fuck? Who came up with this?
I don't know.
Toyota.
This feels like it was created in that what was very obviously a cocaine fueled time
creative
time in like the Jim Henson. Remember that what is it called that was on TV that had the Muppets that was
Fraggle
fucking
Rock?
weird. Nope, weirder and more adult themed. And more 70s. And it had the big, huge faces. It looked like straight up like an acid trip.
Oh, God.
Oh, I have to remember. I have to remember this. No.
Something weirder.
Puppet show.
While she looks that up, I just want to say that, like, I want to know whether this genuinely was what Grimace was supposed to be all along, or if they've just decided recently, like to assign that to him, to come up with something. Because I cannot imagine that was truly what he was all along.
This show, whatever this was.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that? I don't know what that was called. Oh, HR Puffin stuff.
Oh, yes. It was
HR
drugs.
Puffin stuff.
That was just drugs.
That's drugs.
That's,
This feels like that era.
HR
when maybe
Puffin stuff.
these, because when did Grimace, hop on the scene?
Totally. Right. And like, I'm so sure though that they were like, that's what he is. We're going to create this weird ass purple guy, and he's going to be a taste bud, triangular purple taste bud.
He wasn't that. You're right. They're working backwards here.
It's revisionist history.
It absolutely is, because a very simple Google search gives me Grimace was introduced in 1971 as Evil Grimace, a four-armed villainous character who stole milkshakes. That's what he seems more like a milkshake thief.
Fine. That makes
However,
more sense.
This design scared children, so McDonald's redesigned him in 1972 as a friendly, bumbling, two-armed purple blob who loves milkshakes and is Ronald McDonald's best friend. This felt like
I don't
he's
hear anything
just
about taste buds.
I hear a original form, a four-armed, scary, mean-looking monster. Well, that sounds terrifying. Yeah, and now they're telling me he's a fucking taste bud. I do not think so.
No, we're not buying it.
And his original look wasn't even. It doesn't look taste. That's not even what a fucking taste bud looks like.
That's what I mean.
Angry.
It's triangular. It's not even a circular half.
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
Half circle, half moon.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, you got to wake up pretty early in the morning to get one by me on McDonald's lure.
She's like, I wrote that story. I was there
when we first started
the creation.
When we first started Bright Kitty, I was always talking about how much I love McDonald's, which I do.
Yeah.
And some of our listeners work at the headquarters in Chicago and said we could go for a tour of their headquarters.
No, that I'm into.
We should have done that when we went for my comedy thing there.
Yes. I didn't even know about this.
I was distracted. Eli and all that.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
But for real, like, we need to go. I would love to tour.
Here's where I want to tour.
Yeah.
McDonald's headquarters.
Yeah.
The Hershey's factory.
Okay.
The Heinz ketchup.
These are all in my wheelhouse.
I know. All the places that I want to tour that feel, and the other one is Spam. I don't know why, but that feels fun.
Love that.
I know that they're going to be kitschy and fun.
They're tongue in cheek. They're tongue in can.
Yes. Yeah.
For sure.
Now, if you told me that like Spam had a Spam colored, I would feel like taste bud that fits a little more. You know.
They're full of shit.
Yeah, so...
And I don't like it. I don't like it when they make shit up. Yeah. Just say what he was. Nothing.
He's nothing.
He's just like a cool guy.
This is just like we said if people are frustrated that they don't have the answers to like the universe and the greater questions
Totally.
of like, where did we all come from? And so we
Yeah.
have to like explain things like this. And weird.
Yeah, and don't lie to us.
Yeah.
It's rude.
I did hear a recent Mandela Effect thing that made me whip out my art book, and I did not come up with an answer because I don't understand how none of my books had a photo of this. Do you know that the David has hearts in the pupils of his eyes?
No.
I didn't know that either. I've never heard that ever in my entire life. My mom studied art. I saw the David multiple times. I was Michelangelo for my third grade book report, like biography book report. I had no idea that he had, and now people are saying that that's not true because that's like a Mandela Effect thing because people have tattoos of his face that don't have that. They say they brought in pictures and like old art history books like don't show that. So what the fuck is going on there? But like nobody can find the photos. And I went, well, I've got to have it in this book right here titled The Nude because it's one of the most famous nude, like
Pieces, yeah.
no picture of the David in there.
Well,
Why?
so what do you
Then I have
think is
another
going on? What are you
book
getting
on
at?
Michelangelo, nothing. I don't know. It's just weird.
Do you think, number one, do you think there are hearts now?
Yes, there are. I've
Yeah.
seen it. Now, you can Google that and you will find that. You just will not find, people will swear that that wasn't a thing. And I'll tell you in my,
Are they just so tiny as
nope,
hell?
they're very clear as can be. Google it. It's so like in your face. It's very strange. I don't know. I
gonna
have
look into
no
that,
memory
Sarah.
of that. I have zero memory of this.
Usually I'd be like, you're being ridiculous, but I'm going to have to look into
That's
this.
the first one where I was like, I got an art book. Wait, let me
Well,
check.
I'm sure
And
there's fucking
I
art.
remember that book having a picture of the David in it because like,
Well, now you're getting weird.
I know, but like, I swear, like I've looked at some book in my house. I know that I've seen this picture. I know I had like pictures in front of it, like pictures from like of us at the museum with the David in the background. And I'm like, I don't remember. That feels like a detail a heart lover, would remember, you know? Mm-hmm. Just a weird thing. I want to know if any of you
Would you
listeners
ever
out
get a
there.
tattoo with me?
Absolutely.
Like maybe a heart or something, or a brain or candy or something?
Absolutely.
We should do it.
Fuck yeah. I love a tattoo. Yes, I'm in.
I love a tattoo.
I have
That's
a cool
true.
little open
She
spot
has a
right here
spot.
that feels like it's
What would you
always been
want?
meant
What do you
to
wanna
be
get
put
with me?
Something meant to be in there.
You should choose because you're the
I
artist.
don't know. It
I
would
don't
have to
fucking
be-
know. I'd get a fucking Big Mac or something.
You should
have
get
to choose-
Grimace.
Yeah, right. We'd end up with like, hey.
I mean, like a lollipop is like our one of those like original brain candy lollipop pin drawings. I think
Yeah.
is really cute, or something
Yeah.
like that, or something.
Maybe we could do it in Denver for the live or something.
Guys, do you even hear what's happening right now?
What if? She's blowing the whistle
Just for
on
fun.
us.
Just for fun.
I love
This is exciting.
it. Just
Well,
something to think
I love
about.
this. Just something I haven't had.
I would absolutely do
in
that.
a long time. I would too.
Oh.
Oh my god. BFFs.
It is BFFs for sure. It's so cool.
I love this, guys.
Right. Yeah, guys, are you
Come
coming
to our live show.
event?
I love this.
Are you coming?
It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be all the schmoopy feels and all this, basically what you just experienced in the last 2 minutes.
What if we
in
had the
an-
tattoo artist there?
Just like hanging out, or like what? Giving us a tattoo on stage? That's insane.
Is it?
I mean, maybe not.
It's a little
Could
bit.
be like, but like a cute little, the other thing I've always, like, just like a cute little, one of those like fine line, you could do that. I guarantee we can find
heart
somebody who'll do
or-
that.
yeah.
Watch Sarah and Susie. That'll do. No problem.
Yeah.
Throw it wherever. Throw it in.
Right?
Yeah, I'm totally cool with this.
All right, we'll work out the kinks, but I'm just saying you should get your tickets.
That's right.
Stuff's
we
happening.
might be getting tattooed on stage. This is great. It's
not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Nobody will believe it.
Yeah. That's the best part, actually.
Shock and awe, baby. All right.
Shock and awe. Yeah, shock and awe.
Okay, what do I want to talk to you about? I will not waste any more of our time because this conversation, I want to make sure that we have a long time to discuss
All
this.
right, well, before you talk about it, I will talk about something that we both were talking about recently, which is how dating is for the birds.
Yes.
Everyone's mad about it.
Yes.
Because it stinks to high heaven, especially for women. And a lot of what I think makes women so frustrated is this feeling of like, it's like you don't feel safe.
Oh, absolutely.
And so there is an app that we've partnered with called Hily that wants to get in there and sort that out. So they are talking about how, all the times we get like nudes that we don't want.
Unsolicited anything.
No, thank you.
Right.
No, thank you.
Right.
And so a lot of men send them, right?
Yeah.
This isn't just like, these just like minority of like there's a bad apple. It's not that. It's a lot of them because fucking some of them don't know we don't want them.
Ugh, gross.
And so they want to work it out. So Hily has a solution. It's short for, hey, I like you, which is very cute.
That's cute.
Yes. And it's the app to date as you are. And now you can do it safer than before. They have a consent guard feature, which is really nice. And if someone tries to send you a text or a nude that is like questionable, Hily consent guard asks you if you're all right with it.
I love
So if you say no thanks, then that's the end of it. If you say, yeah, bring it on, then you can get all the hot stuff you want. And it's super simple. And if you want to feel safer in online dating, download Hily, which is Hily.
This feels like women started this.
It must be. I wish I knew, but I can assume, right? From the App Store or Google Play, or check out Hily, Hily.com. That's Hily.com. Date as you are, just safer with Hily.
Yes. This is what we need.
Yeah.
Women going, you know what? I could do it better.
For sure. Yes. Agreed.
Love it. Okay, so what I want to talk about is what the heck is happening at Disneyland, at theme parks. I saw this video. It's been a while since I've been. When's the last time you've been to? Actually, I think the last theme park I went to was Dolly World with you.
Oh, yes. Dollywood. Yeah.
Dollywood,
Yes.
not Dolly World.
So that would have been 2019, pre-pandemic.
And then before that, it was probably when I was in grad school, I went to Disneyland for a day. So it's
Disney
easily
World for
been
us,
almost 10 years that I've been to, since I've been to a theme park.
Yeah.
I saw a video on Instagram. This is kind of what that sparked, I don't know, me kind of thinking about this. And then I read an article in The Atlantic that kind of backed up everything I was saying. I was like, oh, this is exactly what I've been thinking. Okay. So in this video on Instagram, there was a woman who was saying her trick to saving at the at Universal Studios in Orlando is getting a hotel room that she doesn't even stay in, because the hotel room comes with the fast passes or these like speed
like
passes,
you have to stay
whatever.
at the Disney resorts. Yeah.
And then you get that. Mm-hmm. If she were to buy them individually for her family of 4,
Right.
it would cost over $1,200.
Yeah.
They are $300. This is not the ticket. This is not the ticket I am talking about. This is the pass that makes
It's the upgrade.
It's the upgrade. The idea that we are going to pay for a hotel room that nobody's going to stay in, for the hotel is a good business model for them, that they're making more money off of rooms that aren't even, that nobody's even staying in.
Yeah.
And to me, that paired with like a housing crisis is like maddening.
Well, I have insight if you want it.
I bet you do, because you have a lot of family that is in on the Disney World
That's
too.
not how I have it, but
Oh.
I had just read in New York Times, there was an article that was like something, the headline was something like Disney isn't even pretending to be for everyone anymore. Like
They're not.
right.
Not at all.
And then explaining why, which is that in a country that we are in, where income inequality has increased greater than it's been in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
There is no incentive to create a product or a place for everyone.
For the middle, right?
You want a place for the top 2%.
Oh my God. We're turning into the Hunger Games. Everything I see it reminds me of, what do they call that? District 1. I'm like, this is fucking District 1. And I just think, what district am I going to be in? Because it ain't one.
Because you could either market to this narrow group.
Right. Where
and make a
collectively
ton
they
of money.
have as
There's
much
just more money than God.
Yeah.
Or to the masses, which is what Mickey D's is doing.
Yeah.
And it is so much easier and more cost effective to just make everything about you can pay more to get more. And that's what the airlines are doing too.
Oh my God.
Like nobody wants to, because the airlines argue this way when we do it piecemeal, where you get your ticket, but then you only pay for what you want on top of that.
Right.
That creates this illusion that like, then you don't have to pay for things you don't want. But everybody wants more leg room.
Right. Right.
Some people just can't afford it now.
I can't afford it. Right. Yeah.
Right? So no one's like, "Oh, I don't need that. I don't want that." They're just like, "I'm going to make do with my budget to go see my grandma in North Carolina or whatever."
Yes. That's why I'm flying Frontier's deal to go get fingerprinted and stuff done for camp
work.
And for
Yeah. And so like they frame it as you just pay for what you want. But that's a lie.
Yeah.
What it is you give the scraps to everyone, and then if you want a proper experience, you're going to pay a shit ton of money.
Dude.
And that's what Disney's doing. And they're not even pretending that they're for middle class anymore.
They're not at all. It is. I don't think I'll ever go to a theme park again. I can't. Just seeing what they're doing, and the people who think that I mean, I guess for some people, if you really love that fantasy world, if that like means a lot, I just want to be like,
you shouldn't have to save up for 10 years for it.
Have you seen Outside? Because like they're copying Outside over there. You know, when you go to Cars World and Steamboat, or what is it called? Something Springs, Radiator Springs. Steamboat Springs, look, it's the same thing. Go through Zion, go through the drive I-70 from Utah to Colorado. You're driving through Disney's set, but it's real. And I said that as I drove through. I'm like, oh my God, this looks just like Disneyland. And I was like, wait a sec, Disneyland looks just like this. And I had to like change my thinking because I just, to me, you know, there was in this article, they talked about a couple that's become almost famous at Universal Studios for how often they go and they get dressed up and everything. And they're this couple from England, and they're spending over like $26,000 a year on these trips. And they said that that's probably a conservative estimate because they're also like they have an upcoming trip where they spent $4,000 on a tour guide. They said that they're making these parks like detailed and it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's super cool. The landscape at Epic Universe is so detailed that some visitors are even hiring tour guides, and the tour guides are $460 per person to highlight all of like anything that they missed on the walls and, you know, all the things in their surroundings. Like that is some people's entire monthly budget for food. And it just seems like I just don't see the value that you're getting out of that. So I want to read you a few things from this article that I read that I'm just going to read directly because this is so wild. Now there are bathrooms in line. In 2019, the Orlando Centennial reported a 22-year-old woman, while waiting to board an Avatar-themed ride at Disney World, felt something wet on the back of her leg and discovered that the man next to her was peeing. Rather than sacrificing her own place in line, she waited another 20 minutes to alert an employee. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I am just like, is this like I'm so desperate to go on this ride that I'm willing to put myself through that kind of discomfort, that man felt like he couldn't step out of line. You're sacrificing your own need, you're self-abandoning for this thing that, and then if you only had $400 or $300, then you can have the fast pass, and then you wouldn't have to pee on the person in front of you.
It's so gross.
Am like,
What are we doing?
I don't understand. I don't understand how it's come to this, but then I also do. I feel like it makes sense that they're creating these worlds, and as our world becomes like, I don't know, maybe those natural beautiful places, as they become more and more I don't know, the access becomes limited, or they become destroyed, or I don't know, we lose those. Maybe people enjoy the escape that these worlds in these theme parks provide. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the future is them integrating almost like a VR situation where you can have like the theme park experience at home or the immersive theme park experience there. And every single thing now, they said in this article, from the second you walk into the park, you're on, quote unquote, the ride. You are... They're orchestrating everything from the flow of traffic to the smells to the drive for consumerism with those like mystery pin packs where people are just watching people buy 20 of them and open them only to get 10 of the same thing. And it's just, I know that it's kind of like when we were talking about the Labubu stuff, that we have this need for, like, I don't know, dopamine, and to feel good and to have moments of an escape and something that connects us to, I don't know, happier times when we were young or good feelings. But it feels like at what cost? Mm-hmm. And that's kind of scary.
It's scary, and it's scary to think that it's out of reach for most people.
Yeah, that I can remember being that little kid who got to go to Disneyland, and it was, I just don't think that is going to be something that a lot of families are going to be able to afford. I don't think my family can afford that now. Mm-hmm. To take a whole family there, to do that whole thing, like...
Mm-mm. You'd have to save for a long time.
And that could be and then I think how... my brother and his girlfriend, their new baby, just packed up 2 nights ago and went camping up in Estes Park. And right now is when they have the elk run, which is when the elk are mating. So all of them are doing their mating calls, and they were right there. Like the elk are walking through the center of town. and you could see all of that up close, and it's so beautiful, and it's amazing, and it cost them $0, and they just drove to it. And I think about what I don't know. I
Well, but
respect
Disney,
people's love for Disney.
It offers adrenaline too.
Absolutely, it does. Yep. They had a whole section in there about roller coasters, and how the article in the Atlantic talked about roller coasters, and I thought that was really interesting. The roller coaster bit. There was a former Imagineer who said that now roller coasters are getting to the point where we can design them and build them so well, and very safe also, which is reassuring, that now it's a matter of what can the body withstand. And now roller coasters are getting so extreme that it's this way of proving that you can get through it, that people put themselves on roller coasters. And he said, when the world scares us, people turn to the controlled terror of theme parks. Mm-hmm. The article also talked about a very fun vocabulary that roller coaster aficionados have. And I thought maybe it would be, it would be interesting and exciting to go over some of these. So,
yes.
Yeah, they all are things that make me think, do I want this? But here we go. There is I don't know what theme park this is at. I think it's Universal, but there's a ride called Stardust Racers, which roller coaster critics call one of the greatest on the planet. It is.
Where is this?
I think it's at Universal.
Oh, okay.
In their new park. They just released, they just opened up some new thing. So people love this new ride. And the roller coaster aficionados say it has all
top
the things
tier.
they love.
Yeah.
It has top hats, which are abrupt rises and falls mimicking the shape of Abraham Lincoln's stovepipe hat. So
that's insane. It's for
this,
real.
They want.
Yeah. Why would they want
jerky
that?
straight
That sounds
up? Terrible. Well, it gets worse. They want airtime hills. Can you guess what that is?
Yeah. Where you're airborne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which make you feel like you're floating.
I mean, that sounds fun.
That's one. What is it? This year's the wildest ride in the wilderness. The great mountain, the mountain one at Thunder Mountain at Disneyland is probably my favorite ride. The one that they say it cures kidney stones. Have you heard this? That Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland has a reputation of getting rid of kidney stones, of loosening kidney stones because of the bumps in it. Correct. Susie's blinking a bunch. Yes. But that has a bunch of airtime hills.
I'm speechless as a podcaster, but that is insane.
Yeah.
How would that help? Because it's
very bumpy.
Calcification.
Yeah, I guess it shakes it up and loosens it up. It's what it said. It's what I've heard. That's the old urban legend, or yeah. Who knows?
All right,
is it true?
Else?
I don't know.
Else? Yeah, we don't know.
So it has those, but that ride has those. In fact, my mom once did a commercial for Disneyland, and they needed some extras to ride the ride. And so my brother and I got to skip school and ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad a million times. And we were in the Disneyland commercial, and that's all we did all day. Just ride the ride. We were so bored with it, and we were very clearly out of frame, but they still needed people in the background. So we were starting to do things like, okay, let's ride backwards.
Right.
Let's ride with our, try to make up different things to make it fun, how kids do. And I was like, but it was a fun day.
I had a cool mom.
And you do. It's just a different kind of cool. It's,
Not everyone can be cool, Sarah.
My mom is pretty cool. You hear that, Sal? You're cool.
Yeah, she's fucking rad.
And on that same film set, somebody got fired because Disneyland makes all the crew wear the same jacket so that you know that they're crew. And he refused to wear the jacket because it was hot outside or didn't want it. He was like, I'm not wearing that stupid jacket. And they fired him on the spot.
Whoa.
Said, okay, you can leave right now.
Walt does not fuck around.
Yeah, so they do not fuck around with Disney and their filming. And meanwhile, I was a kid in the back of the fucking around so much.
You fucked around a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so back to our list. They have this ride has ejector airtime, which tosses your body into the ride's restraints. That kind of jerky, like tossing you. I hate that.
I hate that. Ejector what?
Ejector airtime. So like you're getting airtime against the thing that is like that ejector. I hate that. Then a 0G roll, which is a 360-degree twist that spins you upside down and makes you feel weightless.
I like that.
Could be fun. Crossovers, where the track loops back on itself. I don't know what that means. Where the track loops back, like
there was one at Dollywood like that, where like you do the thing and you go up.
Oh, and then you go
and then
back.
You go back.
Oh, I do like that feeling.
Yeah, that's
I like
fun.
that 1 second where it's like whoop, and you are weightless for a sec. I like that. And this sounds like the worst one. Why would you want this? Head choppers. I'll give you a guess what that is.
Is it with the harness?
No, it has to do with your literal head.
Yeah, like your head bouncing on the harness.
Moments where the coaster seems like it'll rip your skull off.
Oh.
And no, thank you.
Like an illusion where you think there's not enough room.
Maybe.
Yes,
that. Where it's like, oh, my head. This is just things that make us feel terrified.
Yeah.
This is moments of heightened.
That's survival.
Is it gonna make it? Yeah.
I'm about to die.
Yeah, and I think it is what they said in the article, that when the world scares us, people turn to the controlled terror of theme parks. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about. I can't believe that we didn't get to this yet. The man dubbed the Butt-Sniffing Bandit has struck again in Burbank. Yes, you heard that correct. The Butt-Sniffing Bandit. And you heard it again that I said it struck again. Why are we letting the Butt-Sniffing Bandit have the ability to strike again? Clearly, he didn't learn his lesson the first time. He's still out there sniffing butts.
Well, because it should be a life sentence. But it's not. It's like a misdemeanor. Sniffing butts? What's even the crime?
What is the crime? You know what he gets charged with? Oh, my God. So this happened in July. This is a 36-year-old registered sex offender who was arrested at Nordstrom's Rack in Burbank after the surveillance cameras captured him following and crouching near female shoppers in the women's section and then sniffing their butts. And then he was later found at a nearby Walmart and charged with loitering and intent to commit a crime.
Intent to sniff butts.
Intent to sniff butts. We need some therapy. Here's the thing. It's like that old therapist joke that I have. How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? First, the light bulb has to actually want to change. And this feels like, I have confidence that I would be able to help a person who had, because I'm a therapist and that's what we do.
Okay,
especially one who's trained in alternative lifestyles and sexualities.
Yeah, you're not a prude.
Nope, I am a very welcoming,
like
informed kink therapist. Yes. And
Sarah, let me ask you this. This person comes into your office.
I don't think he would.
Huh?
I don't think he would.
Let's say he did.
Okay, he does. He comes
You're
into my
right.
office.
He probably wouldn't. But let's say he did. Yeah. And he was like, here's the scoop. I can't stop sniffing butts.
Yeah.
Where do you even begin with that?
I would...
Do you say, like, why? What is it, the smell?
No, that doesn't even matter. I would say more of what are the feelings and the compulsions that you feel First of all, I would say, what would you like to be doing instead?
I think they don't. There's nothing they want to do.
Then I can't help them.
Okay, well, there's nothing they want to do instead of that.
Then I can't.
Okay.
This is the light bulb thing. That's why you have to. I am only as good as what when my client. I say that I'm like one of those London cab drivers who knows all the streets, but you can't just say, I want to go home. I'm going to be like, where do you live? You have to say, I need to go to this address. And I'm like, I know how to get you there. No problem. We'll take this street. We'll take this street. We'll take this street.
Well,
blah, blah, blah.
They would often come in and say, I sniff butts. I love it with all my heart.
Yeah.
But I don't want to because it's ruining my life, right? So, like, it doesn't even matter what they would want to do instead. What they would want to do instead is anything that won't ruin their life.
Yeah, we'll say, well, let's look at what are you risking? What are you gaining? So we'll do that. I'd probably do a values review.
So this is all logic.
Yeah, I would do like a values review. What are your values?
I don't think it's going to work.
What kind of person do you believe that you are?
If you're sniffing
what are the
butts,
actions that are in line with who you want to be, and how did those not line up?
You see why this ain't going to work, right?
That's why they don't come to therapy. That's why I said these people don't do. They would.
And would you say that it's more sexual deviance rather than just sort of regular problems that are hopeless?
What could have been.
Because the urge is somehow
it's more like reinforced. I think that those the ones are the ones that.
When it feels more animalistic, where they feel like they cannot not do it.
And it's been so reinforced that if you say, like, think about, like, and by
with
reinforced,
I mean,
like if it fires together, it wires together, that they've strengthened that in your brain. If we would explore, what are you looking to accomplish? What is the feeling that you have that you're looking to feel after you sniff the butts? Or what are you looking to get out of this experience?
Yeah.
I love the feeling of, I don't know, is it power or control? We would have to explore that. Or
like maybe being in a situation where you experience someone else's like private, like the scent of somebody in that way is that very intimate.
Okay, and what are you looking for? You're looking for closeness. You're looking for like intimacy with a person.
Or like having access to something you shouldn't have access to.
Yeah.
Right? Or something.
And then we would have to look at
They have to be very self-aware to even do what we're doing.
Self-aware. And then we would look at what are alternative ways that let's see how that's not actually getting what you want. So is that solving that? Usually usually the strategies that we have to cope are like duct tape solutions. They don't actually satiate. They don't like give us that like feeling of that like real connection and real intimacy and real closeness does. That so we would look at how to achieve those kind of feelings that gives you in other environments. And you'd have to you'd have to first make them aware of that impulse, recognize that impulse, that feeling. What does it feel like in the body when you start to get that urge and start looking at the signs of before you went to Barnes & Noble, how were you feeling when you drove in the car there? Okay, how you start recognizing the internal bodily signals.
Yeah, what was it that guided you to do that or inspired that act?
And then we're going to act in a different way and choose that. And that takes a lot of desire. Like usually people change because they're going to lose something. If there's nothing to lose, and it's just that, but if it's so ingrained and that's been reinforced over and over and over and over by him choosing that as the solution, that pathway and
it's such a
method for solving the problem.
Such limited compassion for stuff like that.
Well,
not the desire, but the action.
Yeah, especially when there's a victim.
That's what I mean.
When, if you have a thing where you're like, oh, I just love to rub against a couch.
Well, like objectophilia, which we've talked about many times, where people fall in love with their car or the fucking Eiffel Tower or whatever.
Right, exactly.
We're like, okay.
Yeah.
But
this
you do you.
Right.
because there's no victim besides your dumbass. But whenever it comes to sniffing butts at Walmart or whatever,
Can't do that. Can't do that.
now you're ruining somebody else's life because you're horny, you weirdo.
And now every woman's going to think, like, with somebody behind them, is this person going to be trying to sniff my butt? Which is something we don't deserve to be thinking about when we're trying to shop for
we are
fucking,
busy.
you know, toilet paper. Ew. Of course I said that.
You were
I was
primed.
primed. I can't.
Well, thank you, Sarah, for all those wonderful stories. I totally enjoyed every moment with you. I would happily sniff your butt, but not in a sexual way, platonically.
No, just like a fun way.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you. And if you love the Brain Candy Podcast, then you should head over to thebraincandypodcast.com where you can use all of our coupon codes. That's how we keep the lights on over here. And don't forget, we have our live show coming up October 30th at the Oriental Theater in Denver. And we can't wait to see you guys all there.
See you there. Love you. Bye.